Good morning. So I am back here at the Cove and trying a admittedly probably insane challenge, but I've been thinking about, well, new year, new challenges for beach cleaning, and we did a bottle cap beach clean, I don't know, maybe a few months ago, but I was thinking that it would be interesting to really kind of push the limit here and see how many total I can actually find putting my mind to it. So instead of trying to collect like 100 caps in an hour or something like that, I'm going to see how long it takes to try to collect 1,000 bottle caps. Now, that may sound like a lot, but I think the last time I did it, I got like 135 or something like that. So they're definitely out here, and again, that was only in an hour. So I'm thinking if I really dedicate myself to this for several hours, I should be able to find that many. But I mean, we'll see. You never know with different types of plastic pollution how many of a certain type are actually out here. But that's why it's sort of interesting to highlight these specific varieties of trash. So we're gonna head around this cove here, go on over to the ocean side, start collecting caps, and see if we can hit 1,000, which is, it sounds daunting and a little scary, but it's stuff that's worth talking about. So I'll show you some pictures on the way, some video on the way, and then we'll recap when we're done. And you know it's early and freezing out because that was a particularly bad pun, but get your trash pickers, your bags, and let's get trashed. Holy caps. Well, that was quite the cap collecting adventure. A few things right off the bat. So first of all, we didn't quite get to 1,000 caps, but we did get to over 500. My final count was 525 bottle caps, and as you can see here, this added up very quickly. I mean, the total time I calculated from the first cap I found till the last was almost exactly 2.5 hours. So if you guessed correctly on my Instagram contest, congratulations. I'll put the winner in the corner here. But yeah, we couldn't really do many more than 500 caps because covering this stretch of beach, I think we pretty much got as many as there are to find. I mean, if we were to go back through, we could maybe find a couple more hundred, but I don't know if we would quite get to 1,000. So we'd have to go to like a totally different section of beach to try to get to 1,000. And I have other work I have to take care of today. So I'm going to say 500 caps is still a pretty good haul. And I mean, really puts it into perspective, right? How much is actually out here? This is probably a couple pounds of just bottle caps, which is crazy. And obviously there's a lot more trash out here. So I wanted to just take a few more minutes to sort of talk about a few of the different types of caps that we came across and where those exactly come from. And some of these you're probably familiar with. You've probably seen either in beach cleaning, your adventures of your own, or just going to any beach in general. And they're quite common. So obviously some of the most common ones are just water bottle caps. Obviously there's a lot of water bottles to find out here too, so those are obviously great to clean up. And I should clarify first off, if you're joining us for this is your first video you've seen, the reason to clean these is pretty diverse. I mean, the basic sort of function in terms of why it's important to clean up this type of plastic trash is because it breaks down into smaller pieces of plastic, animals ingest it, and it's none too good for marine creatures. So any type of plastic you find is great, but again, focusing on one type I think is interesting because it's not like there's just these water bottle caps. There's lots of others here. Obviously, a lot of soda bottle caps too. You see the red ones, the green ones for different types of soft drinks. And water bottle caps have even changed in size over the years. So the one that I just showed you is a little bit thicker, and in recent years they've started to make these thinner ones, which is good because it's less plastic, but at the same time it still winds up out here degrading the marine habitats. Also found a lot of other types of drinks, like sweeter drinks, that sort of stuff, sports drinks, that type of thing. But weird stuff too that shouldn't be here, right? Like milk. I think this is probably a cap to a milk bottle, like a carton of a jug of milk, right? And the question is, how does that end up here, right? Are people chugging jugs of milk on the beach? The answer is no, probably not. I mean, maybe somebody is, but a lot of this is coming from runoff too, tipped over garbage pails. I always talk about that sort of stuff. So that's why you get some of this weirder stuff sometimes too. And a lot of other plastic trash that you'll find. I mean, I could go through entire lists of things that don't belong here, like bubble wrap. I found a lot of that in recent weeks. Again, it's not like people are just dumping their bubble wrap here. It's washing down through, cliff sides that you can see in the background, storm drains, streets, all that sort of stuff. So collects here over time. And obviously some bigger caps too. This is probably, again, to like a bigger jug. This is, I think, to an orange juice container. So you do get these bigger ones as well. And then huge ones too. Like, I think this was probably to laundry detergent or something like that, right? This is quite a big cap. So again, that's garbage that's winding up in the ocean, not from people actually littering here. So that really speaks to some of the larger sort of systematic questions that we need to address in terms of single-use plastics or just not recycling and waste management in general. And really, that's been my experience making these videos now for the past year, is just hearing other people's stories and insights and ideas and just getting more people talking, which I think it can be daunting sometimes when you go to the beach and you just want to clean up and help, but there's so much more trash. And I think, again, it's about sort of getting more people involved and more people talking. So much of a solution to an issue or solutions to an issue, I think, stem from just getting more people involved and getting more conversation going, right, about what are some possible solutions. So I've seen this with all other types of plastic pollution that I found over the years, and making these videos the last year or so now, where people, again, have interesting ideas of how to reduce some of this waste, or just, maybe at the larger scale, different, better ways to manage. So if you have thoughts about plastic caps that you found, please do share in the comments. I just almost forgot I wanted to share a couple other atypical types. So again, like medicine bottles, people not necessarily coming and leaving medicine bottles, whereas liquor bottle caps, yeah, people are coming with mini liquors and drinking them and forgetting them or leaving them behind. And I thought this was funny too. This was a cap to an Easter egg, and I thought of this almost like a Easter egg cap hunt. So I thought I'd include this to cap things off again. So anyways, that's enough, I think, for today. And again, this is just one type of plastic pollution. There's lots more out here. And if you try to clean it all in yourself, you're going to get overwhelmed. It's going to be very daunting. It's pretty much everything for this week's video on another very cold winter beach clean. It's been chilly the past few beach cleans, but once the sun's out and there's not much wind today, it's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to have many more taking it up to the next level beach cleans this year. I'm very excited. And I just wanted to say, I should mention, we finally hit 100 subscribers, which was the goal by the end of the year in 2020. And I can't believe that there's 100 people who are interested in this, which is awesome. And like I said, I've met so many interesting people just through all of this, and getting that many subscribers is really cool. So I'm going to set my goal actually for this year, which is to get 1,000 subscribers, because that really was my goal last year. I started with 1 subscriber in January 2020, and I was thinking, how cool would it be if I could get 100 subscribers by the end of the year? People, again, who are interested in this type of thing. And we did it basically by the last video, and it's really picked up, particularly the past few months of 2020. So hopefully in 2021, going for 1,000 again. It's always bittersweet that there's so much interest in this, because I wish it weren't such an issue, and it didn't need so much interest. But it's good to see people taking it seriously and wanting to get involved and just learn more themselves. So yeah, if you like this sort of thing, please, you can hit the button either below the video or in the corner to subscribe. Again, it's just so cool to share these adventures and these stories. And like I said, this is really the start of kicking it up to the next level for 2021, with many more odd beach clean challenges to come. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Great to share these adventures, like I say. And until next time, stay safe, be well, clean well, and hope to see you on the beach soon.